Most insulated windows are double glazed. 2 panes of glass are more efficient than a single pane at keeping the heat in during the winter and out during the summer. But it's not the extra glass that's providing the insulation. Most of the work is done by what's between the panes. An insulated window can't work without an airtight frame, so the frame is made out of vinyl rods. Vinyl has the same insulating abilities as wood. It's also moisture and crack resistant and is able to withstand severe storms and heat. Vinyl rods slide into a computer-controlled saw. It cuts the ends to an exact 45-degree angle. That way the edges will make a strong, tight 90-degree corner. Another machine melts the edges of the frames together, 2 frames at a time. A metal plate heated to just under 250 degrees melts the plastic edges. Seconds later, the plate drops and the machine pinches the hot edges together. After it cools, the seam creates a strong, airtight seal with no gaps and no chance of leaking at the joints. The frame's edges are sanded smooth. Then a silicone sealant lines the inside. And the frame is ready for glass. To prepare the glass for assembly, a robotic arm takes 1 sheet at a time and drops it onto a computer-controlled cutting table. Once the glass is on the table, a small steel wheel rubs a thin layer of energy-efficient coating along the perimeter, where the double panes will be joined together. Next, a carbide wheel lightly scores the glass to the right size. The pressure needed to cut the glass all the way through could cause it to shatter. Using this method, the glass is snapped at the score for a clean break. Then, 2 pieces of the glass are joined together around a metal spacer to make a double pane. The spacer looks like a small window frame, but it actually goes between the 2 panes to create an insulating pocket of air. A worker places the spacer on the first pane of glass, and then a machine with 2 folding tables joins the pane with the spacer to the second sheet of glass. The machine folds up to apply slight pressure to stick the panes to the spacer, and then unfolds to reveal a double pane window. Everything is fused together inside an oven that uses hot rollers to melt and bond the glass to the metal spacer, creating an airtight seal. The air trapped between the 2 panes provides some insulation. But this insulating barrier is made even more effective by replacing the trapped air with argon gas. A metal probe inserted into the steel spacer injects the argon into the space between the 2 sheets of glass. As the argon seeps in, it forces out the trapped air through a second probe. The exchange is impossible to see because argon is an invisible gas. It's also non-toxic and denser than air, and that's what makes it such a great insulator. Because it's so dense, the argon forms a powerful barrier between the 2 panes of glass that reduces the transfer of heat between the inside and the outside of the window. Once the argon barrier is in place, the 2 panes can finally be snapped into their airtight vinyl frames. A plastic strip seals the seams between the glass and the vinyl, for a final sealing touch. And these double-glazed windows are ready to stand between you and the elements, no matter what the weather.